Imagine the United States government staging a terrorist attack on its own soil just to start a war. Sound like a crazy conspiracy theory? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into Operation Northwoods, a declassified plan so wild, it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about history. In the annals of American history, few government proposals are as shocking as Operation Northwoods. This top-secret plan, conceived in 1962, called for the United States government to commit acts of terrorism against its own citizens. Operation Northwoods was a proposed false flag operation that originated within the U.S. Department of Defense. The goal was chilling, to create a pretext for war with Cuba by staging attacks on American targets and blaming them on the Cuban government. The proposals were disturbingly detailed. They included remotely controlling civilian aircraft disguised as U.S. Air Force planes, fabricating the shoot-down of a fighter jet, and even orchestrating terrorist attacks in American cities. The plan went so far as to suggest sinking boats filled with Cuban refugees and assassinating Cuban immigrants on U.S. soil. These ideas weren't the work of fringe elements. They were drafted by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, signed by Chairman Lyman Lemnitzer, and sent to the Secretary of Defense. The military leadership believed these actions would generate public and international support for a war against Cuba.
Operation Northwoods was a response to a problem the U.S. government had. They called it the Cuba problem. Cuba became a problem for the CIA when they watched this young activist with an affinity for cigars lead a communist revolution on the island, throwing out the American-friendly dictator and nationalizing all the valuable land and industries that American businesses had been getting rich off for decades. This was the Cold War, and communism was now 90 miles away, threatening to spread to other countries in Latin America, countries that American businesses also wanted to continue controlling and exploiting. And any day, this new leader could align with the Soviet Union, giving the U.S.'s biggest geopolitical rival a military base within breathing distance of Florida.
In that sense, missiles in Cuba add to an already clear and present danger. Although it should be noted, the nations of Latin America have never previously been subjected to a potential nuclear threat. And under the authority entrusted to me by the Constitution, as endorsed by the resolution of the Congress, I have directed that the following initial steps be taken immediately. First, to halt this offensive buildup, a strict quarantine on all offensive military equipment under shipment to Cuba is being initiated. All ships of any kind bound for Cuba, from whatever nation or port, where they're found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, be turned back. This quarantine will be extended, if needed, to other types of cargo and carriers. We are not at this time, however, denying the necessities of life, as the Soviets attempted to do in their Berlin blockade of 1948.
Fortunately, President John F. Kennedy rejected the Operation Northwoods proposals. This decision came amidst rising tensions with Cuba, as Fidel Castro had allowed communists into his government and improved relations with the Soviet Union, alarming U.S. officials during the Cold War.
A dirty war was waged by the anti-Castro underground in combination, in partnership with the CIA. And this, we know about it now because a lot of it has been declassified and it's come out. We didn't know about it at the time it was taking place.
The existence of Operation Northwoods remained hidden for decades. It was finally made public in 1997 by the John F. Kennedy Assassination Records Review Board. This federal agency was overseeing the release of documents related to Kennedy's assassination. In total, over 1,500 pages of once secret military records from 1962 to 1964 were declassified.
I mean, I go into the book a little bit about the Kennedy assassination and the belief that a handful of those Cubans may have been involved in the Kennedy assassination along with the Italians, with the mob, because they were working hand in hand with the CIA.
Yeah, that was one of the leading conspiracies outside of the CIA killing him. And even the CIA killing him was a part of the Bay of Pigs conspiracy,
Yeah.
and also the idea that he wanted to disband the CIA. There was a really interesting article recently that was dismissing almost every single conspiracy theory about the Kennedy assassination. They said except the CIA one.
The revelation of Operation Northwoods sent shockwaves through the public and academic circles. It raised serious questions about the ethical boundaries of military planning and the potential for abuse of power at the highest levels of government. The plan's rejection by Kennedy also added a new dimension to understanding his presidency and his relationship with military leaders. Operation Northwoods serves as a stark reminder of the importance of civilian oversight of the military and the potential dangers of unchecked power. It underscores the value of transparency in government and the role of historical research in uncovering hidden truths.
What came down, though? What came down?
We crashed. The other trade center's down. It's down. It's down.
While the plan was never implemented, its very existence continues to fuel discussions about government accountability and the lengths to which some might go in pursuit of geopolitical goals. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. Until next time, explore, learn, and stay curious.